All right, let's hit record. Good morning, everyone. How are you all doing? Hope lovely and just well. This is Dr. Z, Greater Self LLC. I'm testing out a couple of titles and some things. So I'll be sharing different stuff throughout this week. But today, wanted to jump in here and start sharing a little bit more about a journey to wellness. In less than about 30 minutes, there will be an opportunity to join one of my peers in the field who is an amazing hypnotherapist, also LA local based, who will be going through a shifting your weight loss process. So today's topic of creating like a lifestyle or good morning over in Facebook. Hi, Gabby. Of creating just a journey to a lasting wellness. So it's not just that you're creating a journey and that you're considering your health. It's that you're starting to look at, excuse me, what is the longevity of your own health journey? What does that look like mentally, physically, emotionally, financially, in all the different ways? Lots of different offers or opportunities are coming up this week. Like I said, today, I am encouraging you all, jump on, join with Rita today. She has something at 9. She has something happening at 5 today, Pacific Standard Time. We definitely have links where you can totally join in to be able to get more information about her shift weight mastery program. I'm going to be participating. So this is my public announcement to the world so that you all can hold me accountable for the journey that I'm creating for myself and how I'm incorporating other professionals that are awesome too into my own wellness journey. So not only do I help other people with their journeys, but I absolutely tap into the resources of the awesome people that I come across, as well as, other people in the field that are spending more time in the specific areas that I want to accelerate faster in. So you can be in a position or know things like I know a lot of stuff. I've taken different certifications. I have like a lot of knowledge towards different things, but people's energy and direction shifts and they're in the way that they go about caring for themselves, which allows you to then start incorporating different components or aspects of the way that you want to go about your own wellness or health journey. Right now, I am focusing more on the incorporation of my feminine energy and creating what I've heard to be the soft life for myself, but doing so by still taking all the things that matter and mean a lot to me, like how I spend my time, where, with who, and why, and doing so in a very intentional way so that it shows up and allows me to be the most feminine goddess like version of myself on my own wellness journey, on creating what are these things that I want to add into my life? What are things that I can take away from it? Who are people that I can connect with that are going to help me be in a position to, one, hold me accountable, hence all of you awesome people, and then two, to maybe help point out the blind spots. You can know a lot of things about a lot of stuff, but the reason people invest in coaches, they invest in maybe seeking therapists or other specific professionals is because their level of expertise to be able to look at the bigger picture and zone in on what you specifically may be able to do better, articulate, or get more clarity on is a gift and a skill that gets developed over time. At some point, there's this capacity and space where I like to challenge you all to become the experts of yourselves, to be the all-knowing person of how you function and show up best, that other people can just open envelopes to new levels and layers of how you do that. Taking your wellness journey isn't just about your physical health. It is about what you even think of yourself, what you think of your process, and how you perceive yourself going about doing so, and who do you need to, again, be in contact with to make this happen. And I'm definitely going to take a sip of tea really quickly. I can just feel the dryness in my throat. So just give me one quick second. I'm wondering what you guys are up to today. Coffee, tea, like what's going on with you all? Ooh, it was a little more pungent than what I anticipated. But anyhow, so back to our topic of our wellness journey. If you're looking at your wellness as a journey, then it means you don't have to quote unquote arrive, finish, or show up. There's like not an end date that's in mind. It's a continuous process. So if you're able to view your life and the things that you do, your different areas of interest, like professional, personal, friends, family, finances, the different components that make up, if you made a wheel of like where your energy and time is spent and where it goes to, if you give yourself a little tap of goddess love and start looking at, okay, what fills me up? What actually feels good, feels supportive, feels nice and kind? You will start to notice you will spend more time and attention in those areas that feel good for you. And when you're not able to spend more time in those areas, your wellness journey starts to shift and change. It looks real different when you find yourself having to instead of getting to do things. So if going to work is like, ugh, I have to go to work, the way you show up when you get there, the energy is already off and it's setting you up to not have a great or well experience in that particular employment. When you start looking at, oh, okay, I get to go to this job. Now, you might not want to be there forever. So yes, you might want to take some things from it so you can get on to the next space, the next level, or the next place in your life. But in that moment, you still chose to show up. So if you're there, how can you make the best of it and allow it to be putting more bricks along your pathway of creating this pattern, this journey for yourself? Not a place where you arrive and you show up and it's all over, but how you go about creating this journey that if someone were to go back and write your autobiography, they'd be able to tell your life from beginning to end, and they could see the evolution of what was important to you at different points in life, how you chose to care for those particular areas, and the people that you may be connected to that can branch off into these other segues of stories if we're creating movies out of our lives. And, you got to have sequels and prequels and blah, 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 blah. But give yourself that opportunity to really look at it as more than, okay, in 30 days, the rest of my life has to be together. No, this is your literal life is a process. There's not a necessity to be 100% perfect every single day immediately. There's a huge benefit in acknowledging and noticing what things are going really well, and also what areas you want to pursue intentionally to enhance. If you are taking care of your physical body, your body will allow you the opportunity to show up and be in places and do the things that are going to then feed into your mind, your heart, and your soul. If you physically can't get to a place or even show up to click a button on a Zoom call, how are you going to make connections with people and share your gifts with others? How are you going to be able to show up and give people, oh, that was right on time for you? Okay. I mean, when it comes through, it comes through. But if, as you know, I'm speaking to IG specifically right now, if you don't pour into you, if you don't give to you, you don't get to show up in the best version of yourself. You tend to show up in a trashy crap version that then puts other people potentially in a position to be harmed because you weren't able to care enough for yourself to be aware of how you're showing up to care for others since you chose to show up in the first place. And let's say, just take that for a minute, since you chose to show up anyways. So if you're going to show up in the best version that you have available for you in the moment. If you don't have a great version, decide, do I need to reevaluate or do something else? Because this particular appearance today is a part of my journey. It's a part of who I am. And I want to make sure that I'm going to walk away with the best out of it. But if you're showing up already like, man, I don't even have it in me, why would you do that to yourself? And why would you rob other people of the opportunity of really having a great version of you, of having an experience of you that they get to keep forever and they get to cherish and take away from? Man, I learned so much, instead of, man, I learned something, but I don't know if I'm going to do that one again. Like, give yourself that opportunity and gift. So if you're in a space and like, all right, my mental health is not where it needs to be, see a therapist. Like I said, my girlfriend Rita, she's offering, and it starts at 9:00. That link is in the bio. She's offering an opportunity to work on the journey of how you look at your own weight, even just the ideal and concept behind it. A lot of folks don't take time to give themselves permission to really look at themselves physically and be okay with looking at themselves physically, maybe because of stereotypes or how people have judged them in the past and been like, oh, why are you focusing on your body? Or why is it so important? It's important because it's the one you got. It's the one that you're attached to. It's the one that is allowing you to show up for them to say something about in the first place. So if you are going to take care of it and you have a not so great relationship with your weight, then why not seek somebody else that can help support you in shifting the mindset around it? So, not like some trendy, like, oh, eat these foods and do these things, but let's change the way you view yourself, change the way you view your body, changing the way you view your process to how you even go about taking care of it so that you can do so on purpose. You can start to change the way and the direction of your journey towards how you take care of your body, which allows you to change the way you think about yourself, which allows you to change the way you think about the possibilities that are even available to you and opportunities. And I keep making reference to this, but different times when I've done my free webinars and I've used like the terminology set it off, you go from surviving to existing to thriving. And then then you get to be intentional about how you transition into opportunities for financial freedom. You can't really do that if you literally are physically dying faster because you didn't take care of your body, because you weren't willing to shift and give yourself permission to take a look at yourself and decide, all right, the doctors say my blood work looks good. So how do I feel about who I see in the mirror? Is there something that I can work on that's going to be enhancing to me, not to the rest of the world, but to me? Is there, do you need to put on weight? Do you need to take off weight? Do you want to build more strength or muscles in a particular area because you notice the weakness, you're experiencing pain? Do you need to chill out and stop trying to bench press and squat like 500 pounds and actually maybe slow down and just do smaller reps because that's what your body needs? But if you're not giving yourself the time and permission to shift the direction in your journey, you find yourself going down a pretty steep hill fast, which impacts all the areas of your life. So if you are still doing what you did in your 20s to your body and it's not okay, keyword, not okay, you're going to start to have some negative experiences with your body. And that's going to start to change how you feel and view yourself when you have to take a moment to recognize I literally cannot do the same things I did in my 20s, in my 40s, 50s, 60s, and 70s. When you give yourself that permission, you can start to change the trajectory of your journey. You can go from being in pain and hurt, trying to impress people that don't care. Just FYI, I don't care if somebody else can lift 500 pounds or bench press or squat it. That didn't make me money. It didn't make me happier. Like, I'm happy for them if they reached a PR. It totally makes sense. But if you're the most important person in your world, and that's a mindset shift. If you are, you're going to take care of you in a way that's truly going to allow you to show up, which means you get to then take care of other people in the way that you share your gifts with the world, because you're coming from a full, complete cup that understands it's a process. It's not just a destination that you're working towards. You're looking at, all right, for today, this is where I'm at. This is who I am. I accept, love, and embrace me for today. And I'm totally okay with enhancing the way that I show up. I'm okay with choosing to do more for me because I can. And I'm totally going to reach out to whoever I need support with. And if you're like, I don't need any help with anybody, that's totally fine too. If you got this on your own, like, you are the real MVP. If you are gifted the time to just care for you, take it, enjoy it, guilt-free. Allow yourself that space to be on your journey with the opportunities that you were granted and gifted. If someone says, hey, I'm going to just like pay for your lifestyle for a year, and all you have to do is make sure you're a better version of you a year from now than you are today. What are the things you might incorporate or choose to do? How would you consider showing up for yourself if you want, after you got to the point of being able to embrace the fact, like, oh my gosh, this is really happening? What would be the first things you would do? What would you take care of first? How would you go about doing that for yourself so that you really do get to, I don't want to say use up the opportunity, because when people say use, there's typically a negative connotation, which you can totally change or shift that. But how can you really benefit the most from what you have accessibility to? If someone is giving you something awesome and a chance to, for lack of better words, go backwards and do something that maybe you needed to do when you were a kid and you were like, man, when I grow up, I'm doing whatever I want to do. Now, as an adult, you don't have the same amount of time. I would love to be told to go take a nap as an adult now. Now you have to create that time for yourself. If you as an adult today, you right there that's listening, if you have the opportunity to just spend your hours and days the way you want to in its full entirety, what would you change and shift? And I truly, truly hope part of it would look like how you treat your body, how you think about your body, and how you go about ensuring that you get to show up as the best version of you because what you're pouring into your mind, into your body, that it's working for you. It's in alignment with what you have going on. It's not based on what someone else is doing or what other people said you should be doing. It's based on what you need at this stage in your journey, and that being okay. What you need today may not be what you need literally this time next year. What you needed last year, I hope you have the opportunity to just take a moment periodically and look back and see, okay, where was I in life on all the areas of importance that you've been focusing on, and determine, like, have I been able to make progress towards the goals that I set? Did I give myself permission and grace to shift my goals so that they are still in alignment with the journey that allows me to not only be well, but the greatest version of myself as I show up? Did I give myself permission to let people help me, especially the people that offer the help? You're like, no, I got it. It's like you're carrying tons of bags of groceries. And I am totally guilty of this. I'll probably do it today. If no one asks me to help and I don't choose to ask someone to help, I will absolutely put like 10 bags of groceries, and that's my workout for the day. And I will carry them upstairs because I don't want to make more than one trip. If someone's willing to help you so that you literally only have to make one trip, and or you have the time to go up and down, I got flights of stairs over here, tons of stairs, like, why are you robbing yourself of the opportunity to still go up and down the stairs? Now, some folks might be like, well, the more times I go, the lesser I'll be able to go later, but it's all about perspective at this point in time. Do you allow people to help? Do you give yourself time and the permission to be able to take care of you? Are you okay with it being a journey? That Monday, yesterday, you may have been really super effective at how you got things done. And on Tuesday, you're like, it's slow motion over here. And Wednesday, it may be absolutely none, but it's totally up to you. And it's your responsibility. And I know some are like, you can't tell me what my responsibilities are. I cannot. And I don't need to, but you do need to tell yourself and explore for you, what am I responsible for? And it starts with you. You're responsible for you. How do you get to show up in the best version of you? And that starts with how you think and view yourself and what you're going to give yourself permission to do so that you can create the journey and you can make the change and shifts as you need to. Just in case anybody was wondering, because I know you all totally care about this, I just want to drop and share all the things that are available literally just this week, amongst myself, amongst my peers, and even opportunities to be in person. So today, you guys totally have the opportunity to join via Zoom. There's a link in the bio to meet with. And by the time that you see this recording, it may have already passed, and it's totally cool. Just check out what else was happening. This part might not even still be included because it is so specific and direct to this particular week. So today, 9 a.m., 5 p.m., and the replays are totally available. So if you can't make it to either one of those times, sign up so you can get access to the replay later. Rita Black is hosting a weight shift free webinar, and she's just sharing with you the process of going through it, and you have access to try out hypnotherapy if you've never tried it before at the end of the actual session. At the end of this week, Saturday and Sunday, there's a million events going on. I've now come to find out. One of them that I will be at on Saturday is, and I'm new to the area, so I don't even totally 100% know, except for it's out in like a Beaumont area, but there is a wellness market event workshop where some people I know will be there sharing meditations and doing yoga, and there's going to be live music and different stages and different vendors. I will be there and available to them because I am totally trying to share some of my gifts of course, logoed merchandise. But here's the other part. Did you know that part of my goddess embodiment included making waist beads and me physically making them with my hands because I enjoy doing it? And I enjoy being able to support women and being able to embody that feminine essence of themselves by putting on some nice, lovely waist beads to do lots of things. So I'm not going to even tell you all of what it does. So I will be there out, like I said, in Beaumont. It's like the wellness, it's like a wellness market event. You'll totally see stuff in the story if you're checking it out on Instagram. And I will make sure to go over Wellness Market by Brown Sugar Coffee. That's what it is on Saturday in Beaumont. And then on Sunday, it is the Best Life Counseling workshop where you all can, it's now free. You guys have the opportunity. It will be happening in Azusa, if I'm not mistaken. Again, check the bios, check the links, check the posts, see what I've been up to. You can totally see that information. I'll be there supporting some other lovely, awesome therapists who will be sharing how you can start to embody your best life. And there's also other vendors that will be there afterwards and during the workshops that will be sharing their gifts. I'm sharing the same things, 2 different locations. So if one is closer to you, by all means, show up to it. And to give the full details again, Saturday, Wellness Market by Brown Sugar Coffee is hosting a marketing event that will be from 1 to 7, and it is at 240 Maple Avenue, Suite F in Beaumont, California. And then Sunday, you all have the opportunity to join. What is it called again? I want to say it is your Best Self Blueprint workshop by Best Life Counseling Services. And it will be from 1 to 4 in at Active 7 Fitness in Glendora. So my apologies, not Azusa, in Glendora. I will be at both. I hope to see some of you all there. If you see me in person, I got something for you. I got some stuff that I'm giving away. So if you show up, I'm gonna show out, because that's kind of how that goes. So come through, come see me either Saturday in Beaumont or Sunday in Glendora. And I got free stuff and gifts to give away and other opportunities to connect and, take, of course, our photos and stuff, because you got to do that. So my hair look, way better by then. But I look forward to being able to see you all this weekend if you're local and in the area. And if not, you'll see the post about it later. So I hope y'all have an amazing day and that you take your wellness journey seriously. Tap into any of these three things that I just mentioned for today that'll be supportive to yourself. Virtually, you have access to Rita Black, hypnotherapist, today, and the replays. And then, like I said, Saturday and Sunday, come see me out in the city. Well, I hope y'all have an amazing day, and I look forward to seeing y'all very, very soon. So take your wellness journey seriously, and I'll see y'all next Tuesday.